Hello, it is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot. We are well into Libra season. We also have Venus in Scorpio. So both, okay, let me back up. Let me do some housekeeping stuff first. Number one, my current rates will change. So this moon video is coming out on the 24th through the 26th. My rates currently are going to change on October 2nd and or 3rd, whichever day I can get them set up on my scheduler. But I have a new offering that I will be launching, as well as adjusting the prices of what I currently offer. So if you've been wanting your basic sun, moon, and rising, your full astrology reading, or a basic transit or single transit reading, I think that's the only one that is not changing, but the other two for just your natal chart reading, sun, moon, rising, and your full chart reading, those are changing, adjusting, and I'm launching something new. Single transit reading may only change in price, but it'll still always be available. I think that's just a good one to have on hand in case you're like, what the hell is going on with this full moon? Or new moon or Saturn or whatever planet you're dealing with in the moment. So, okay, that's housekeeping stuff. Of course, sign up for my newsletter. You will get more information about the Aquarius experiment and what is going on with that. And okay, so this is the 24th through the 26th. This is the moon in Cancer. We have Mars at his fall position in Cancer, meaning he does not like being there because Mars is action and masculine and getting stuff done. And Cancer is like, no, let's go for a swim in the nurturing waters of Moonland. And then Venus is in her detriment in Scorpio. So she is not the best in Scorpio. However, the good news about both of these is there are ways to work with both of them. With Mars, you really want to dig in and nurture whatever thing you need to be nurturing, wherever Cancer is in your natal chart. And then, of course, Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio, the same thing. What are you really passionate about? Like maybe you're dark humor, maybe you're gothic, maybe you want to get a tattoo. It's kind of like the things you're passionate about that maybe are darker than typical. Maybe it's like BDSM or something like that but then there's like the moon in Cancer, be nice. Have your call words or whatever it is. I don't know. But anyway, so we've got that happening, Sun in Libra, coming in on the South Node, I believe. Maybe we're not quite there yet. We may not be quite there yet. That may be a couple of days away. But either way, we've got the Sun in the South, the sign where the South Node is. We're heading to a Libra solar eclipse on October 2nd. And so we're at the third quarter square moon. So the halfway point between the full moon and the new moon. So we're in the eclipse territory. Shit's getting crazy in the world. Pluto at 29 Capricorn, Uranus at 27, maybe at 26 Taurus, Neptune at 27 Pisces, and Mercury is now going to move in. Remember, we had the sun opposite Neptune and trining Pluto and Uranus. Now we're going to have Mercury take that spot. So you could have some epiphanies. Like, this is the moon in Cancer. It's intuitive. It is super sensitive. It is, you could have some really insane ideas. Hence me just like shifting my offerings. Is that what may be coming through? These planets all in retrograde. We currently have all of the outer planets in retrograde except Jupiter. But Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and even Chiron are all in retrograde. And it's really an opportunity, especially with Mars in Cancer and Venus now in her detriment. It's a good opportunity to really just kind of dig in with yourself and really reflect on things that came up and out when the planets were all direct earlier this year, like from February through, we'll say June. From February to June, like what surfaced that you now need to review and reflect and feel and grieve and all of the things, what needs to go. things like that. What's the universe just forcing you to make, pay attention to, kind of thing. And so, really be attentive to that. Be attentive to hydration, drinking lots of water, with Mars in Cancer and with this Moon in Cancer. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, get your electrolytes in, eat foods that have lots of water, like cucumbers, melons, things like that, watermelon, obviously, things like that, things that will hydrate you. Be attentive to what fats you're consuming, because that can affect your hydration level. If you're eating super highly processed fats versus animal fat or natural fats like avocado, and things like that. So you kind of want to be attentive to those. Can actually support your joints, support your brain, and all of those things. So not medical advice, but it's astrology. So, and always disclaimer, like, I'm not a medical professional. Seek medical, legal, financial advice as necessary. I do think I'm going to put that on my YouTube videos for the, going forward, because I'm starting to put that on more of my content, that, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just an astrologer. But anywho, so that's what we got going on for this Moon in Cancer. Take super good care of yourself. This Mars in Cancer is about taking good care of yourself, taking good care of the people who it's necessary for you to take care of, be nurturing, and all of those things. Definitely, this may be like a lot of grieving. I feel like Libra season in general is going to be a lot of grieving and a lot of flourishing, like concurrently. And so all of that. Libra sun and rising signs, they should be linked below, by this point. This video is launching, I believe, on Tuesday. I'm recording it on Sunday. So my plan is to have the Libra sun and rising signs uploaded by the end of the day, time stamped for your convenience, and all of that. And so let's see what is up with the Star Trek Tarot, and all of that. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, if you'd like to work with me, all of those links are available below. And of course, the Libra season tea tasting will be coming up here shortly too. So you can take a look for those videos if you are interested in the Libra teas. And Star Trek Tarot, we got Page of Latinum, curiosity, innocence around earthly things. This could really be about, like, downsizing, or because I feel like people might be getting ready to move. So you could be downsizing or nostalgia, or as opposed to seeing what's new, maybe you're looking back. And so, taking a look to see what can be forward momentum versus, looking back on how did I get here? Well, it doesn't really matter. The point is that you are here and now it's time to move forward. We also got the Knight of Batleths upright. So the Knight of Batleths and the Page of Latinum. So we've got like this curiosity about physical possessions. We've also got this being the intellect, learning and getting some knowledge, and knowledge that you can actually use to move forward, kind of thing. Maybe this is just simply Google searching what the it is you're looking for. And all of that. Let's see what's up with the Woodland Wardens we got for the Libra season. So the animals and the plants. Highly recommend getting near Earth, getting out in the world, even if you are blind, deaf, not able to amble or ambulate. What's the word? Ambulation, ambulate. Okay. You can still get outside and hear birds. You can still get outside and hear squirrels creaking up the tree, pawing up the trees, clawing up the trees. What the heck? Bouncing, skittering. That's a good word. So get in touch with nature, get in touch with what's going on with Mother Nature, during all of this, reconnecting to the earth. We got the porcupine and the, what is this? Anemone, Anemone, anemone. I don't know what that is. Yeah. That's a new one. Boundaries. What the hell is an anemone? I guess it's a flower. You know, think about it, the porcupine has like a needle top for a reason. Maybe the anemone flower also has a needle top on it. So I think this is about like knowing, you know, having your space, knowing your boundaries, knowing your limitations, and all of that. And honoring your boundaries and limitations. Looking this up because I want to know what it is. Okay. An anemone is a genus of flowering plants in the buttercup family. I don't know what that scientific word is. Plants of the are commonly called windflowers. Oh, interesting. Is that like a one of those that you like blow on and the petals? That's probably what this is. One of those that you blow on and the petals go flying, kind of thing. Is that what this is? Okay, well, anyway, the point is that the porcupine, I can relate to that. I can understand that with boundaries. But like, you know, think about that. Like it's honoring your boundaries. And water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, really have to be attentive to their boundaries, their energetic, emotional, physical boundaries, and knowing when it's time to disconnect from people, knowing when it's time to disconnect from the internet, social media, knowing when it's time to disconnect the Wi-Fi and turn the phone off, knowing when it's time to disconnect and rest and rejuvenate, and having those boundaries to say, dude, I can't talk to you right now because I got to go, you know, take care of myself. I've really got to go, you know, make sure that I am well cared for. Having the boundaries to say like, yeah, I'll do that for you, but it's going to cost you, and charge for your services, and things like that. And so lots of different things to think about with that boundaries card. So that's this moon in Cancer. These Cancer moons are probably going to be pretty tough with Mars there because of Mars interacting with the nodes, Mars being in a water sign that he doesn't like to be in, and the moon being at home in Cancer, gonna create some stuff. It's gonna dig up some stuff, but that's what we're here for, is to have the universe help us dig up some stuff so that we can heal it, transmute it, grow from it, alchemize it, and all of those things. Remember The Alchemist, he didn't have to go far, right? The book, and I forget the author, I'm sorry offhand, but The Alchemist, and I'm pretty sure you can get that on pretty much any audio platform. But the alchemist thought that he needed to journey away from himself or his home to, you know, to have a better situation, when all he had to do was transmute or transform himself and the community that which he lived in. So think about that. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next video. Don't forget, my current rates only through October 2nd/3. And then they will be shifting, changing, and new things will be coming. So stay tuned for that. Sign up for my newsletter, buy me a coffee, work an appointment with me, all of the things. All right, talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.